Given the current situation with COVID-19, it seemed fitting to discuss how intervention for pragmatics changes with telepractice. Picking a platform does not impact us as students as much because our platform has been chosen for us. That being said, if you are choosing a platform, the first thing you want to look at is encryption and security because this relates to maintaining client privacy and HIPAA standards. Some HIPAA-compliant platforms are listed here, and you just want to steer clear from things like FaceTime, Skype, and Facebook Messenger, which are not HIPAA-compliant. In addition to looking at encryption and security, you want to look for certain features that will make teletherapy a little easier. For starters, a webcam is going to be a really good feature to have because it allows you to see your clients and allows them to see you. Screen sharing is another good feature to look for in a platform because it allows you to share digital materials with clients. And finally, if you can find a platform with interactive features like on-screen drawing or sharing control of the keyboard and mouse, you can allow the client to interact directly with your digital materials. Telepractice with older adults would be a little bit easier than working with children because they tend to be more willing or tolerant of drill practice without the fun elements that we tend to incorporate in therapy sessions with younger children. And bringing that energy online for teletherapy is going to be important because if you lose your client's interest, they can walk away and it will be really hard to re-engage them in your activity. One thing you may notice with teletherapy is that it might involve a lot more parent coaching rather than working directly with the client. Additionally, there are different pragmatic rules for video calls than you have in person. For example, eye contact is going to be hugely impacted by the position of the camera, and turn taking is impacted by video lag that sometimes impacts when sound comes through. Finally, there are a lot more distractions in a home environment than there would be in a therapy room, so keeping a client engaged will be a little more challenging. That being said, there are lots of great resources for telepractice, and an example of one of those is Everyday Speech. This is an online resource that provides lesson plans and materials for remote therapy. The materials they have are designed for children from preschool through high school and beyond, and include things like videos, printable activities, and more that help teach social skills and social-emotional curriculum. Brittany Brunell, the co-founder of Everyday Speech, is going to talk a little bit more about what Everyday Speech offers in this short video.
Hi there, I'm Brittany Brunell, co-founder of Everyday Speech and a speech-language pathologist. We're so excited to have you here. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the social learning platform. Everyday Speech is a social-emotional learning curriculum covering dozens of skills from problem-solving and conversation skills to emotional recognition and self-regulation. With over 1,000 materials ready to go for learners from pre-K through high school, you'll always have a full lesson ready to go. We're best known for our hundreds of video lessons, which utilize the evidence-based practice of video modeling.
As you saw in the video, Everyday Speech offers resources for lots of different school age groups and lots of different skills. The image here shows a list of the age groups and some of those skills that you might target. The downside to Everyday Speech is that it does require membership fees, and I included the annual membership fees here as well as their COVID special, but they also have monthly options available. This membership fee would likely be something that a school district would cover. In terms of keeping your client engaged, you want to keep in mind what activities your client has responded well to, what activities they have enjoyed, and whether those things can be incorporated into a teletherapy session. So for us, that might look like adapting some of the client's favorite activities into an online format. So could you make or find an online version of a favorite game or activity from in-person sessions? You can also try incorporating websites, apps, or games that they like to help keep them engaged. Finally, part of what will make telepractice experience smoother is being familiar with your resources. ASHA has a number of resources for telepractice, which are listed and linked here. There are also some forums where SLPs can offer resources and support to each other, a couple of which I also linked. And speaking of support, I know that we, as a cohort, have already shared many resources with each other, and that network support is also a really great resource. Braving telepractice might feel daunting, but there are so many resources available to us, and we're all learning together. Hopefully, having some of these things in mind helps you as you move forward with your teletherapy practice.